Heaven I too. Heaven I. Heaven I. This video goes out to all of the persons that practice this this enema stuff. As the great Bob Marley, I call him Bob Marley. As the great Bob Marley said, you know, we must not get caught up in isms and schisms. Enemas are a typical Babylon tool to pretty much cause you to flush your colon, your so-called lower intestines, the large intestines, to those that don't know. But this video is not for the ones that don't know. This is for the people that practice enemas and take it so serious. I didn't want to just say it to one or two people on the phone that I know do it, because there's several people online that either watch me or whatever the case may be, and they really promote this enema thing heavy as if it's the salvation for humanity. So to get straight to the point, enemas is not your salvation. Your salvation is dependent on what spirit you are possessed by. Huh? What does he mean, possessed? Possessed don't always mean something negative. Meaning, Kayora, Emma, Kayo. Possession is like something that encompasses, like, or engulfs, or takes over. And it can be something of either dark or light. So you can be possessed by the Holy Spirit, the whole spirit, the pure energy. Or you can be possessed by the spirit of the lowest I, like meaning the lower frequencies, the lower energies, the evil one. So your salvation is dependent on what you submit yourself to, what you allow to take over your life. That's how you will attain salvation. Enemas, to drive the point home, enemas, it can be used as a tool, no different than how Babylon money can be used as a tool. We know money's fake. We know money in this fiat currency system is on the verge of finally disappearing, but those that can truly see know that the financial collapse already happened. Just like when your bank account, you just swiped your card, you had $100 in your bank, you swipe it, but it doesn't show yet, it says pending. You check the app, you like, I just spent $30 out of this 100, but it still say 100 because it's pending. So we know that the financial system has disappeared already, though it's pending. So it hasn't fully faded, and only few can see things clearly. And most people are stuck in the world's fake time, so they're impatient already. But when you're on God's time, like universal infinity, you already know, like, shit done. Shit hit the fan already. Enemas are used as a tool similar to money. You can use an enema for a purpose. I'm not going to say never do an enema. If you have an issue with your digestion, we call it life gestion. If there's an issue and you're not able to have a flowing bowel, an enema can be beneficial, similar to, what's those things people do? Not colonic, the other, like, different herbs that they cause you to, you know what I'm talking about, but I want to say the word, like laxatives. Thank you. These things can be beneficial and it can be useful, though in life we should never do too much and we should never do too little. We must never do too much and we must never do too little. We must always be balanced, somewhere in the middle. I'm going to repeat that. We must never do too much and we must never do too little. We must always be balanced, somewhere in the middle. If you're going to do enemas and get into this enema thing, don't become extreme with it. Doing enemas every day is dangerous. To the people, you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. Yes. doing enemas every day can actually damage the intestinal tract of the large intestine linking to the rectum. You don't want to stick this foreign object that wasn't made in a natural way up in you every single day and think that this is what's going to keep you healthy and it's your saving grace. No, 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 no. It's something to be used once if you have a life gestion issue to return or to recalibrate and bring your life gestion to a how can I say, like a homeostasis, like a middle ground. It can be used for a purpose, like money. Money's fake, but you can use it for a purpose to free yourself from money. And enema is fake. All of that stuff is fake. No native tribe. No native tribe. Some people will argue and say, no, the Zulu people, the Igbo people, the Hausa people, the Fulani, different tribes. These tribes are farmers. I'm not talking about modern type of tribe people. You got to go further. Dig deeper. When you look at the Andaman Island, the Sentinelese, the Jarawa, the San Bushmen, the Hadzabe, the Sandawe, the Harar people, like people that still literally just live with animals. Like they live near to lions and yeah, these people, they're not doing enemas and sticking, what they gonna make to stick up in their body? No, 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 no. You might see the Zulu do these things because the Zulu became like an advanced kind of, or so-called advanced modern farming society, similar to other Bantu tribes, Nguni tribes, also Cushitic tribes. And then the Niger-Congo A, which is like what my ancestry would be, like Western Africa, blah, blah, blah. These are like farming people. When you become a farmer, your brain gets bigger because the increased nitrogen level in the food you're taking in because of the compost that you use to make your plants grow faster so you can get a better yield on your crop. You're composting, you're using animal waste or human waste or whatever kind of bio waste material to make your crops grow better, but the waste has nitrogen in it. And it's not happening in the same way it would happen in a natural standpoint. And because of this increased nitrogen level, it causes the brain to get bigger. But we thought that bigger brains meant that makes you smarter. It seems like bigger brains from farming made us dumber. All the farm food made us dumber. It made us less sensitive. It made us have bigger bones but be stiff, like heavy people. Like, no. No. Bigger brain doesn't equate to more intelligence. I can show you little tiny beings in the bush somewhere that's more smarter than you. Like, a plant doesn't have a brain. Though that same plant, is it less than you? That plant represents intelligence. What's so intelligent about these modern societies? I don't see nothing intelligent. It just looks like madness. Destructive. Bravo, yeah, man, it's destructive. So, enemas. It's not your salvation. If you're going to do it moderately to purge yourself and to cleanse your system. For example, when persons come to join Seagull Empire and they're coming from the shitstem, they're literally leaving the matrix, it's recommended, and we can provide a situation where we can administer an enema in a safe way. But to go as far as saying we need to do enemas every day, we have built up plaque inside the gut and what they say, like extra mucus and, bruh, you are not supposed to be extremely too much of nothing. You're not meant to be 9 on the alkalinity, on the pH scale. You're not meant to be 5 on the pH scale. You gotta be somewhere in the middle. Remember what I just said? 7 is a lovely number. If you check the pH level of soil, most soil, whether it's clay or even sandy, loamy soil, the pH generally ranges from like 6.5 to 7.5. It be in that middle range. Why? Why is the earth this way? And this goes right into the video I did on like the original color of humans, because color says a lot. I know we don't like to talk about color. I'm not promoting colorism and racism. I'm just talking about a root. Color says a lot. A lot. You're not supposed to be extremely anything. Like, Big up to the lighter skinned people or the darker skinned people, though the root is actually in the middle. Look at the Sam Bushman. I just said this. Like, it's clear as day, man. This is the color of the original human. Check my video on the color of original humans. It's a powerful video. So be careful with these enemas. Don't go destroy your butt and giving yourself colonoscopies. Like, this thing is dangerous, bro. Like, I'm telling you, be very careful. It's never found in nature. No natural being ever sticks something up itself. What's advanced about that? If we're so advanced, wouldn't we find, if we are so advanced, aren't we going to find foods that we can eat that won't make us think we have to do enemas? There's nothing advanced about eating garbage and then saying, all right, I'm advanced, let me do enemas now. No, you got to attack the root of the issue. The issue is we have been eating a bunch of farm crops, mutated hybrid foods. It's not even hybrid, it's low bred. Because if we eat the hybrid, the breed that's of high standard, then it will be something of God. We're eating man-made food. That's why we even get into the standpoint of thinking we need enemas. Nah, bruh. Enemas sound like an end. Like endema. Don't end yourself. Don't harm yourself. As touchy as that situation might sound and weird, especially for us guys, your rectal or your colon is a very essential part of your body. Like, you have to be careful with these things. Nothing is meant to like an object like that, created object from a man, to shove up in yourself and then shoot water. Though, as I said, to reiterate and to finalize my point, I'm not saying to never do an enema. As I said, persons that's leaving the matrix that come to me, I'll recommend they do an enema because they're leaving the system. So I use a tool of the system for them to kind of purge some of the little, as much of the little remnants of the system or parasites. Just like in the movie The Matrix, when the first Matrix, when they took Neo out the Matrix, y'all know what I'm talking about. He got in a car, they used some tool around his stomach, like near his belly button, and it pulled out some bugs. So that's kind of what we use it for, but that don't mean every single second after that they was giving Neo this same enema type thing. So be careful with the enemas, moderation. Don't do enemas every day. If you're gonna do it wisely. Be very careful with how you do it. Make sure you know what you're doing. So that's it. I said more than enough. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Share this with somebody, especially the people that you know are probably obsessed with enemas. You got people online saying they're obsessed with coffee enemas. Bruh, be careful. Right?